4 months ago on The Dip, I introduced us to a video by Patrick Cavea, who, with his 5 Films Productions, came up with a 45-minute documentary called The Alliance That Changed the World, Donald Trump and Dana White. At that time, 4 months ago, the Epstein files were just about to be released. There was a strong chance that Donald Trump could have been associated with a pedo at the time, so I did not go forth with part 2. However, 4 months later, once again, Donald Trump is in the headlines for being controversial. He's just released an AI ridiculous video of the Democratic Party with animals, and all these various animals, including Barack Obama and his wife, have their heads superimposed onto them. It's created a lot of controversy, but now it turns out that Trump isn't a pedo. What I would like to do is show you the animosity between Donald Trump and Barack Obama, which brings us back to 5 Films with Patrick Cavea and The Alliance That Changed the World, Donald Trump and Dana White. Let's dip into it.
And I don't know why, but I got up the next morning and I just said to myself, I'm not ready to tap out. I'm not ready to give in. And I called him up and I said,
F it. Just like that. You know, and he's not a big cursing guy. He says, F it.
I'm not ready to tap out. We can figure this thing out. We got to figure this thing out. We've never failed in anything. We're not going to fail now. Let's make this work.
So we kept going, man.
And so did Donald, but not in real estate. Before he declared bankruptcy in 2004, he received a phone call from the TV producer of Survivor, Mark Burnett.
Donald Trump answered the phone himself. Hey, Mr. Trump, it's Mark Burnett. He said, hey, Survivor guy, what do you want?
I have an idea. It's a great business show idea, and I really want to come in and tell you about it.
He said, well, you know where Trump Tower is. I'm here right now. Now's a great time. Come right on over.
Burnett pitched him The Apprentice.
My name's Donald Trump, and I'm the largest real estate developer in New York. I own buildings all over the place, model agencies, the Miss Universe pageant, jetliners, golf courses, casinos. Now my company's bigger than it ever was, it's stronger than it ever was, and I'm having more fun than I ever had. I'm looking for The Apprentice.
Donald Trump and Mark Burnett, good morning. Nice to see you guys.
Hello, Katie.
Why?
I have absolutely no idea.
Some very smart people had told me that if it failed, it would be a tremendous blow to my image. I said, my image is so freaking bad, what the hell difference does it make? I can't emphasize enough how important it is to take chances on something new.
And who will be The Apprentice?
The Apprentice gave Donald creative control over how his own image would be broadcasted to a wide audience.
His makeup is perfect. Every hair is in place. He's in the high back chair making decisions. What does he look like? He looks like a president.
I hated reality television. I didn't watch it. I wasn't into it. And the thing that I didn't like about it is you could tell most of it was scripted.
reality TV at the time in the early 2000s was all the rage.
We said, we need to come up with a reality show. Literally, me and my team went into my office at like 8 o'clock at night and came out around 3 or 4 in the morning with The Ultimate Fighter. You don't want the fights, but here it is wrapped in reality. This was our Trojan horse.
Gentlemen, you have a very unique opportunity. Many fighters from all over the world dream of someday fighting in the UFC. 2 of you actually will.
All these guys live in a house, they train together, but at the end of every episode, there's a live fight.
You're watching mixed martial arts without realizing you're watching mixed martial arts.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? Let's do it!
Okay, folks, I'm really busy today, so we're gonna go quickly. You're fired.
Do you want to be a fighter? That's the question. It's not about cutting weight. It's not about living in a house. It's about, do you want to be a fighter?
So if you want to fire me, go right ahead.
All right, Gene,
but I think
you're fired.
It's not all signing autographs and banging broads when you get out of here. It's not. It's no fun, man. It's a job, just like any other job.
I'm going to sue you if I have to. Do you understand me? Yes, I hung up. You didn't get disconnected. I hung up.
Next time, why you still hold me on the mount? You didn't hurt me at all.
And then it started to build and started to build. Every week, the ratings were going up.
By episode 5, we do 2.1 million viewers.
The show went to #1 for many weeks of the season. Everyone hates you.
I don't think they hate you.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Okay.
Do you want to be a fighter? That is my question. Anybody who says they don't, I don't want you here. And I'll throw you the out of this gym so fast your head will spin.
The ratings are through the roof.
Mr. Trump, I'm going to stand right here in front of you. And if you have to punch me in the stomach and tell me to sit down and shut up, I'll shut up.
Sit down.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
All of a sudden, he's in everybody's living room, all across the country. Hey, that's that guy I heard about.
I think it's been really good for me, but it's made my life tougher. I used to be able to walk out on the street, and I was well known before, but I could walk out on the street and, walk someplace. Now I can't do that.
I mean, you were $900 million in debt, and now your worth has, quadrupled since the show?
Tonight, for the first time in the history of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, we are live on cable TV.
A worth of 90 million?
No.
What?
No.
900 million?
No.
Billion?
No.
I get people picking up the phone going, are you watching this show? The numbers just started climbing.
5 billion.
Well, that's what they say. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, they say $5 billion. I don't know if it's true. It's enough to eat.
That's what launched our pay-per-view business.
When the season ended in April, Trump was ascending to new heights.
What's going on over here? Hey, look at this! Donald Trump! Look at this!
How do you do it? What's your secret?
Do I have the last slice?
Actually, you're only entitled to half.
President of the United States, Donald Trump.
Sounds good.
I will run. Yes. Next time.
The Apprentice's popularity marks a big shift in Donald's business strategy. A shift from buildings to branding.
You seize opportunity. You get a hit TV show, and the show isn't even on that long, and you're thinking fragrance, board game, books, suits.
Trump Ice, the purest, best tasting water.
There was actually a Trump scent.
Today, you can even sleep on a Trump.
What does this guy not have his name on? When it comes to great steaks, I've just raised the stakes.
You can get your hands on your very own Trump doll, complete with catchphrases.
Try to avoid shaking hands whenever possible.
Donald would even tackle education.
Donald Trump is without question the world's most famous businessman.
At Trump University, we teach success. That's what it's all about, success. If you don't learn from the people that we're going to be putting forward, and these are all people that are handpicked by me, then you're just not going to make it in terms of the world of success.
On the real estate side, Donald starts licensing his name to projects built by other developers.
The reason my real estate is successful is they know if I put the name Trump on it, it's going to be the best.
Projects worldwide would bear his name, but his role was largely limited to promotion.
One of the things I most love about this project is the fact that it's in Baja, Mexico. I'm very, very proud of the fact that when I build, I have investors that follow me all over. They invest in me, they invest in what I build.
How could you go wrong? You are investing with a multi-billionaire who has proven himself in many real estate ventures.
Because they know the Trump factor. I mean, the Trump factor, because they want to make money.
So we'll have a Trump White House.
No, I won't go that far, I promise. I pledge on your show. That's the second thing I pledge on your show. I will not rename the White House.
We will.
In 2007, the UFC announced their biggest move yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased and proud to introduce the new bride owner, Lorenzo Fertitta.
I'm happy, very, very happy tonight, to announce the combination of the two biggest and two most important MMA organizations in the world.
We get to see the great fights like Fedor versus Randy Couture.
At that point in time, Fedor Emelianenko was widely considered to be the greatest heavyweight fighter of all time. For him to fight in the UFC was an incredible deal for the company.
Pride deal was huge. I mean, we acquired their library and we acquired their talent.
Turns out they bought nothing. What they bought was essentially like a library of fights.
That's all they got?
All the contracts were bullshit. Everything was bullshit. That's why they never got Fedor.
Despite Dana's best effort, Fedor never signed with the UFC.
It's not like I hate Fedor or I have this hatred toward Fedor or anything else. It's just no matter what offer was made to these guys and how much money he was offered, he refused to come into the UFC and fight the best.
Fedor would end up instead joining a new UFC competitor.
New organizations all the time popping up, it seems, on this MMA bandwagon, and one's trying to play the Trump card.
The new promotion has assembled a star-studded lineup that features 4 former UFC heavyweight champions, and the man that many believe is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world today, Fedor Emelianenko.
It sounds to me what you've done is you've signed the heyday of the UFC, and you've brought them all over here to Affliction. Is that the case?
But Affliction had another card up its sleeve.
I'm Mike Straka, coming to you from, of all places, Trump Tower in Midtown Manhattan. What the heck is Donald Trump doing with MMA? Let's find out.
Enter Donald Trump, who was recently announced as an equity partner in Affliction Entertainment. In exchange for associating his name with the product, Trump can open doors to the media that are closed to even the UFC.
How the heck did you make that happen?
We've been talking to him for a while. He's a big fan of the industry, sport, and he was happy to come on board. So it worked out, obviously, to our benefit.
Well, I see Affliction just doing very well. We have the best card ever assembled in July.
I remember people being like, well, if Donald Trump's involved in this must be pretty legit, right?
The world's most famous entrepreneur, Mr. Donald J. Trump.
He started to compete with us. He actually got involved with another organization.
Very importantly, we have the best fighters. We have the best fighters. That means something. And we're getting a lot of other fighters. You know, a lot of fighters want to sign up.
When someone crosses you, my advice is get even. When people wrong you, go after these people.
Is revenge sweet?
I believe strongly in getting even. If somebody has hurt you, if somebody's gone out of their way to hurt you, I think that if you have the opportunity, you should certainly go out of your way to do a number on them.
Do not hesitate. Go for the jugular. Attack them back in spades.
The rumor is now circulating that the UFC is attempting to counter-program the July 19th event with a live event of its own on Spike.
Obviously, Affliction is doing something that's causing the UFC to start to panic a little bit because, they're putting together a card that's got 3 of their ex-champions on it. UFC's trying to put together a show to try to take fans away from it.
And do you think that it will take over the UFC?
It probably will. I mean, it's doing very well. All the fighters want to be with us, and I think it probably will take over.
I'm not out trying to kill other organizations. The only time you've ever seen me act like I wanted to kill an organization was guys who came out and talked smack about us.
We really were one of the only companies to go head-to-head with them.
All right, you want to fight? We'll fight.
Tom Atencio is a loser, number one. Okay? He's not a good promoter.
All of a sudden, they were getting ready to have a show, and it was going to be Josh Barnett versus Fedor, and that fight fell through. They canceled the card, and then they just canceled the company.
We probably shouldn't have taken on so much, especially when you're dealing with people like the Fertittas.
How many companies got to sink and lose $20, $30 million before these morons start to realize you just don't dive in and
didn't realize the caliber of business that I was really in.
It's not an easy business, and these guys just learned the hard way.
I think if you've dealt with Dana, he's the type of guy to not only squash his competitors, but really never look back and never acknowledge them.
I think the aggression has got us to where we are today.
Dana had a full attitude and just looking at us like he wanted to kill us, and just like, just that attitude.
Affliction, yeah, they're not in the fight business anymore.
UFC has purchased Strikeforce. Is that true?
That is true.
Purchased Affliction, they purchased Pride and the IFL.
Is WEC merging with the UFC?
Yes. Any way you look at it, the UFC is the premier brand in mixed martial arts.
After the Strikeforce purchase in 2011, they had virtually every fighter 1 through 15 in every weight class.
And he made the UFC the brand. They didn't say mixed martial arts, they said, oh, the UFC.
The UFC also starts to spend money lobbying politicians with the goal of educating lawmakers about the sport.
I tell you, we've spent money and we've used some muscle. It's just a testament to how powerful one man can be.
According to Open Secrets, between 2008 and 2009, the UFC dedicated more than $500,000 to influencing federal lawmakers.
McCain, any of the politicians, they are originally against it. But when the money comes in, and they may benefit from that money, then they become for it. And so they sell out for the money.
These sports growing on you? Are you warming up to them?
They've cleaned up their act enormously.
So they've changed their rules. I approve of them now. I don't have objections to them now.
What we're looking to do is expand into these other countries, grow the sport, grow the brand obviously bigger, and we need more fights. We need more fighters.
We're at that point now where we're doing more fights in more places and we need more guys.
We need more fighters. We need more fighters. We need to put on more fights.
We're going to add more fights every year and add more countries and more television networks in different countries.
Dana has become the most successful, promoter in history ever.
Today, Trump Baja is nothing but a highway billboard with a large photo of Donald Trump.
The Trump Organization now says it was never the developer. It designed the product and simply lent its name to the project.
Some investors plunked down 30% deposits to buy condos were told last month that their money is gone and they would not be getting a penny back.
This Southern California family made a down payment of $165,000 to secure a one-bedroom unit. With Trump's name and face all over it, they figured it was a sure bet.
That was the main reason we went ahead with this project, was because it was a Trump project.
All the literature and brochures we had indicated that he was the developer.
The money is gone. That's all they've told us is that there is no money. That's it.
People lost anywhere from $100,000 to as much as $1 million. A bad deal for everybody involved.
The couple says all they got in exchange for their money was this tequila bottle and this bag with Trump's name on it.
That's all we got right there.
That's all we got for them.
Yeah, so.
The best thing to say to Donald Trump right now would be, Donald, you're fired.
Whoa! The plot is thickening. When you actually see some of the faces in the crowd and who Donald Trump is associated, this reputation is very, very easy to see the threads being sewn. Vince McMahon at the WWE, he's had sex allegations made against him by former employees. You've got, who else did I spot there? The promoter, the boxing promoter. He was notorious. I forget his name at the moment, but he was notorious for a murder. And he did a bit of time, I believe, and then came out. Mike Tyson's promoter. So it is right to assume that during the 80s and 90s, Donald Trump was hanging around in a bit of a, well, you can almost say in a bit of a mafioso gangster lifestyle. He certainly had the associates, and of course at the moment it appears Dana White is starting to cross paths with him, and the two worlds are about to collide. So I think we should definitely continue with this little project and have a look at the outcome of this collision, and also the fallout between Barack Obama and Donald Trump. It is absolutely mind-blowing what's going to happen next.